Hello everyone, I'm Chino Cazupuenta and welcome to our recorded video presentation. For today's topic, we are going to discuss about the water. And the following discussants are me, Chino Cazupuenta, Cherilyn Vasquez, Chris Joy Arlique, and Marilyn Augusto. So without further ado, let's start. This topic covers about the structure of water, properties of water, the uses of water in body metabolism, and the uses of water in living things. So let's begin with the structure of water. So first and foremost, why water is necessary for life? Why is it necessary for our life? You know what? Water makes 60 to 75% of human body weight. A loss of just 4% of total body water can lead to dehydration. And a loss of 15% can actually be fatal. Likewise, a person could survive a month without food, wouldn't survive 3 days without water. This crucial dependence on water broadly governs on all life forms. Clearly, water is vital for survival. But what makes it so necessary? So, many water's rules in supporting life are due to its molecular structure. So now let's talk about the structure of water. Water is a simple molecule composed of two small, or what we call as the positively charged hydrogen atoms and one large negatively charged oxygen atom. When the hydrogen binds to the oxygen, it creates an asymmetrical molecule with positive charge on one side and negative charge on other sides. So this charge differential is called the polarity and dictates how water interacts with other molecules. As you can see in the picture, water molecules are made of two hydrogen and one oxygen. These atoms are of different sizes and charges, which creates the asymmetry in the molecular structure and leads to strong bonds between water and the polar molecules, including water itself. Why water is the universal solvent? As a polar molecule, water interacts best with other polar molecules such as itself. So this is because of the phenomenon wherein opposite charges attract one another, because each individual water molecule has a negative portion and a positive portion. Each side is attracted to molecules of the opposite charge. These attractions allow water to form relatively strong connections. This called actually bonds with other polar molecules around it, including other water molecule. In this case, the positive hydrogen of one water molecule will bond with the negative oxygen of the adjacent molecule. Who owns hydrogen are attracted to the next oxygen and so on. So this bonding makes water molecules stick together and in property called cohesion. So the cohesion will be discussed by the following discussant. So that's all in my report. So the next discussant will be discuss about the properties of water. So stay tuned.
Since the structures of water was discussed by Mr. Zapanta, then let's proceed to the properties of water. There are 5 properties of water which I should be able to discuss. So the first is cohesion. It is the attraction between molecules of the same substance. Water is highly cohesive. Kini ang pinakataas sa non-metallic liquids. Ang water is sticky o clumps together into drops because of its cohesive properties. Pero ang chemistry ug ang electricity are involved a more detailed level to make this possible. Like for example, 2 water molecules on a leaf bump into each other and form one larger water molecules. And next is adhesion. It is the attraction between molecules of different substances. This is similar to cohesion, but adhesion, just like what I've said, when the hydrogen bonds in water allow for the water molecules to be held to another substance. And it can be quite strong for water. especially with other molecules bearing positive or negative charges. And we have examples as well. Water drops stick to the ends of fine needles. And next is high heat capacity. It is the amount of energy required to increase the temperature of a substance. For example, in the early summer, the ocean temperature is much colder than the air temperature. And the fourth one is high heat of vaporization. It is the amount of energy required to turn liquid water into a gas. An example of this is boiling water releases steam. The steam is water that has changed from a liquid to a gas. And lastly, in the water is less dense as a solid as water freezes. It becomes less dense. This means that ice floats on water. Like for example, a layer of ice covers the surface of the lake in the winter.
Hi everyone, my name is Meranan Lebron Augusto and I will discuss my topic, and my topic is all about water uses in metabolism and living organism. Before I discuss my topic, let me define first what is the metabolism. So metabolism, it refers to a series of chemical reactions that occur in a living organism to sustain life. Metabolism is the total amount of the biochemical reactions involved in maintaining the living condition of the cells in an organism. All living organisms require energy to different essential processes and for producing new organic substances. Now, let me discuss what is the uses of water in metabolism. So, metabolism refers to a series of chemical reactions that occur in a living organism to sustain life. Metabolism is the total amount of the biochemical reactions involved in maintaining the living conditions of the cells in an organism. All living organisms require energy to different essential processes and for producing new organic substances. Water is the key to life, and it turns out it's also one of the easiest way to help your metabolism. Drinking water increases your metabolism by up to 25% for nearly on 1 hour after drinking it. That means if you drink a few cups of water or glass of water every hour, you keep your metabolism of peak performance all day. What does water do in metabolism? So metabolism is the name of chemical process. It's not, as some people believe, an individual body part like a thyroid gland or a spleen. Think of it as many parts and processes of your body all working together. So is water essential for metabolism? Yes, water is essential for metabolism. Substrates transport across membrane, cellular homeostasis, temperature regulation, and circulatory function.
Good morning everyone, I am Christy Arlili and my report is all about the uses of water to living things. So our objective is, after discussion, you are expected to identify the uses of water in living things. Second is explain the importance of water to living things. So first, what is living things? Living things are made up of cells that they obtain and use energy to survive. A unique ability to reproduce, ability to grow, ability to metabolize, ability to respond to stimuli, ability to adapt to the environment, and have an ability to move, and last but not the least is an ability to respire or to breathe. Example of living things are plants, animals, and of course us humans. So the uses of water to living things, here is some examples. So first is helps plant to grow. Second is water helps to regulate the body temperature of an organism. Third is it helps living organism body to function. And some other uses of water is for domestic purposes like drinking, bathing, cooking food and washing dishes, clothes, fruits, vegetables, and brushing teeth. So, how water is essential to living things? Water is the basic necessity for functioning of all life forms that exist on Earth. So it is safe to say that water is the reason behind Earth being the only planet to support life. This universal solvent is one of the major resources we have on this planet, so it is impossible for life to function without water. So that's how essential water to living things is. That's all from my report. I hope you learned something.